So today we're going to be talking about input into your mind and into your body, not just food input, but of course that always plays a role. I am Brienne, this is Hunting for Healthy, and here we talk about how to live a healthy, happy life. So if you are interested in how to help with anxiety or depression or just have a happier life, just keep on watching. I got some tips for you. Hey. I think so often in our society we tend to talk about, like what we eat, like we shouldn't be eating sugars, we need to give up sodas, and those things are bad, right? And I think that we need to think about our electronic digestion or exposure or nutrition or diet. I don't know what to call it. Comment below what you think we call this, because when we talk about food and what we ingest, I think we need to talk about electronics and what we ingest. So there is a electromagnetic frequency, an EMF, that happens when you're around things, or an electromagnetic pulse, an EMP, or whatever. There is energy that comes from electronics, and we are energized creatures, and so this does actually affect us. And I think that we think that that's like woo-woo science, like if that's the thing. If you know what woo-woo science is, thumb this up, because that's just something my mom used to say. So anyways, woo-woo science, actually, and Holly, if you're watching this, you need to comment with what mom used to actually call the spiritual energy work that you used to do, because it was freaking hysterical. Okay, tangent done. So we're gonna go back. So I read articles about the effects of electronics, and I thought it was a little bit kooky, but I was so desperate at the time, having panic attacks that would last like 4 to 6 hours, and a lot of the times they would be coupled with vomiting, profuse vomiting, diarrhea, other things like that. I had such a huge physical reaction that it was just wasn't fun. I was willing to do anything, willing to try even the woo-woo stuff. And it made a huge difference on our life. And actually this past week, we turned off our Wi-Fi when we're sleeping at night. And I can't even believe how much a difference. Like, I was an insomniac. It takes me on average 3 hours, maybe 4 to fall asleep, because my mind was always racing. Now, as I've decreased my blue light exposure, so I don't watch television for an hour before bed, recommended is 2. Another thing that we did is that we only have red light bulbs in our bedroom. So I will show you guys that. So I have it in my bedroom. Flip the switch and come over here, and I've got these twinkle lights above my bed that are just more gentle, which I was actually, like, when we first moved in, I was like super sad that we didn't have like a overhead light, but it turned out to be a good thing. And then we have our little, regular things, and it's just like that. And I just unplug this here and I read by a little red light. And then another thing for like anxiety is I have a little note to read before bed that'll help me sleep. And I'm reading You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay before bed. So those are some things that I do. And then I have all my fiction books, which are the books I actually read down here. Oh, this is my laundry. I have my cats. Apparently they don't want to share attention. Anyways, so it's just literally these are like a couple bucks. You can find them like at your grocery store, it doesn't even matter. And like here, let's use the cat tree. If you go in here, it's like the light project in here. Okay, so that looks like clown nose, doesn't it? Like, wait a sec. This thing. Oh my god, I'm ridiculous. Okay, anyways, so yeah, it's literally a red light. And they are on our nightstands. I have twinkle lights over my beds. Those are still blue light. Oh wait, I should talk about that. So on the light spectrum, if you remember when you were in school, probably like junior high, they probably changed it since I was in school. But anyways, there's a spectrum of light. Do you guys remember the rainbow and all that stuff? So like, it's kind of along those lines. So blue light is what you get from your TV screen, your laptop screens, your iPads, your phones, and all of that stuff. And the light actually is going to go into your eyeballs, and it's going to tell your brain, your hormones, and your soul that it's noon, which is going to affect your ability to sleep. So a lot of people who have TVs in their room, stop that shit. That is so bad for you. Do not fall asleep to television. You're like, but I can't sleep without it. Maybe you put on the radio, maybe you put on something else, like just it's not good. And, I think for a very, very long time, human beings slept without TV and it was perfectly fine, just saying. So anyways, that's the thing. If you're not willing to like take that step or go that far, just slowly decrease your time. I would go like 15 minutes at first before bed, no phone, no iPad, no nothing, like don't have any of it on. Maybe change out your light bulbs in your room like we did, and slowly incorporate that. And then just don't have your electronic devices physically in you. Like, I know, I was this girl. I will have to, oh my god, I wonder if I have pictures from college when I used to do this when I used to go out. I'll have to find those pictures. Anyways, that was a thing. or stick it in your back pocket or whatever. Try to leave it away from your body. You don't need to be, you know, microwaving or heating up, or you could use whatever word you want. I know there's going to be comments below where they're like, you're not using technical terms. I don't want to bore people with technical terms. It doesn't mean I don't know them. It just means that I got more important shit to do. Maybe I should do that, but I really don't want you to fall asleep listening to this. So anyways, I don't think you care about the terms. You just care about feeling good, right? Okay, so don't like cook your uterus and put it right in front there, if at all possible. Just saying. Those have been huge. And then I had to cut myself off because I was rambling too much. I had to stop this. Hey, I get so excited I gotta clap. Anyways, I have another part 2 to this video because it didn't need to be that long about also electronics, but the research that's coming out is saying that it's bad for children, that it's bad for our mental health, and the more and more research that they do, the more and more that comes out that too much exposure is not good for us. So I hope you can apply these in your life. I will see you guys next week because I know you're going to subscribe. And of course we have our Thanksgiving series coming up, which I'm so excited for. I got so much going on. Let's do this. Bye-bye. Share with friends. Comment below. Yeah. Little like thing right here where it's just like it won't close. Comment below with how to fix that because it's driving me insane. I'm just going to record the whole video like this because this is ridiculous. It's right, okay, it is right before Thanksgiving. Like, right before Thanksgiving. It's November. And it was like freezing cold. There was ice and snow flurries. And now I'm sweating. This is the most bipolar state with weather ever. Like, what? And again, I need help with this. Clearly, this is a problem.